Diaz, UFC Fight Night 19, Diaz versus Gillard predictions. If you don't know, now you know. I'm the MMA professor, and this will be leading into The Ultimate Fighter Season 10, which I, for one, am very pumped about. As always, undercard picks, main card, more detail. Ryan Jensen, Steve Steinbeiss. I don't pick Ryan Jensen ever, so Steinbeiss by TKO. Brock Larson, Mike Pierce, Larson, sub, first round. Jeremy Stevens, Justin Buchholz, Jeremy Stevens, TKO, second round. Philippe Nover, Sam Stout decision. CB Dalloway, Jay Silva, CB Dalloway, decision. Mike Pyle, Chris Wilson. You know, I've been going back and forth in this one, but I think Mike Pyle by either late sub or decision. Steve Cantwell, Brian Stan, Steve Cantwell, TKO, first round. Maybe second. Alright, Tim Credour against Nate Corey. I like Tim Credour and I like Nate Corey. Credour has looked pretty impressive lately. He's got really good jiu-jitsu. His striking is a bit unorthodox, although it has proved effective in his last couple of fights. Nate Corey obviously has the more power in his hands and probably the better wrestling. As far as technique-wise, I think Credour, I think his boxing is a little technically better. Corey's never impressed me as far as really technique, it's just his powers. And, you know, the only thing picking me from decisively picking Credour is Nate Corey's destruction of Jason McDonald. However, I think Credour should be able to last on the feet. If it goes to the ground, him controlling Nate Corey pretty much. Nate Corey a little older, maybe a little slower than Credour. I'm going to say Tim Credour by decision. Maybe a sub if he gets an advantageous position, but Tim Credour decision. Carlos Condit, Jake Ellenberger. Honestly, this fight would be a lot harder to pick had Ellenberger not taken this fight on short notice. Shorter notice, taking it for Chris Lytle. Ellenberger's really well-rounded. Probably has a wrestling advantage, but that's not going to matter in this fight considering Condit's so good on the ground. Condit's better technically on the feet, and I say Ellenberger tries to take it to the ground. Condit subs him second round. Roger Huerta against Gray Maynard. Wow. Yeah, tough spot to put Huerta in, especially with Gray Maynard as focused as he's been. His stand-up's always improving. He's got KO power. He's got great wrestling. He's huge for 155. Huerta coming off a year-long absence. His last fight in the contract has really nothing to prove. Maynard all day, every day. I would pick a finish in this one, but Huerta's unbelievably tough and hard to finish, so the safe pick is Gray Maynard decision. I would be really impressed if he actually came out and won this fight by TKO, though. Nate Diaz, Melvin Gillard. Nate needs to not be cute on his feet. Gillard, I'm with the, I'm gonna say majority of the fans that are wondering why Gillard keeps getting these chances. I mean, he got a gift decision over Gleason Tebow. Tebow won that fight. He won the fight hands down, and they gave Gillard the decision, and now he's in a main event. I think they're doing this fight to, get Diaz back on track, and if Gillard loses, I think he's cut. Diaz will probably stick around, even though it would be his third loss in a row. Gillard's got the power on the feet. Diaz, a little more technical. Gillard, wrestling advantage, but he needs to not take this to the ground at all. He needs to single punch, knock out Diaz to win this fight. That's the only legitimate way he can win this fight. Because if it goes to the ground, Gillard's getting subbed, and if it stays on the feet and he doesn't KO Diaz, I would see him losing a decision, although Diaz by sub is the smart pick, so that is what I am going with. Diaz by sub in the second round. Those are my picks for the event. Quick picks, not that long, not worth going into really any one of these. I'll probably be back. I won't do a review of them, probably, but I'm going to do my 103 picks later today, maybe early tomorrow. And you guys, stay metal. Later.